church today, or when y'all came to church today, my name is Gretchen and good morning. I'm one of your greeters, and I was asked to speak today on I Was a Stranger and You Welcomed Me. Do you remember the first time you came to Shepherd of the Woods? I hope a greeter or me personally welcomed you. I still remember the day I walked in here for the first time. I was searching out Christ after a long absence. I was raised Lutheran and remember this church when I lived in the Bay Meadows area. I remember the greeters welcoming me and offering me to wear a name tag. I seriously said, then everybody will know my name, and I sat on the back row. I've been here ever since. That initial welcoming really stuck with me. I'm by nature a shy person, and I found a wonderful balance here of being welcomed and not pushed upon. I remember the sermon speaking to me from day one. It was like Pastor Medford knew what was going on in my life. Then I came to a midweek Bible study, and Pastor Johnson zeroed in on me and introduced himself. Like seriously walked down the aisle, and after he finished the devotion, and made sure he knew who I was, as I was new to the church. That has always stuck with me, the immediate family vibe and sense of welcome. I started greeting because I wanted to serve the church, and Clyde, whom I sat next to, greeted at the back door, so I took up post at the front. I again have been there ever since. I translated this welcoming environment to where I used to work, the juvenile jail. That might sound weird to be welcoming at jail, but I and the officers were sadly sometimes the only constant a lot of those kids had. What better way to show them Christ's light than to welcome them back without judgment? So it became the joke among my coworkers. I knew every kid's name that was in the facility. I wanted to make sure they were treated like a person and not a criminal. This is just one example of the ripple effect this church has had for me. I've connected with wonderful friends and met so many people. I've even taken it as far as to greet at 2 services so I can make sure and see as many people as possible. I've served at the Beaches Mission House and Pumpkin Patch, to name a few, and the constant for me is always my smile and greeting for every stranger that I meet. We never know what a person might be going through or the kind of day they're having. It may seem simple, but a kind word and acknowledgement can go a long way. This is what keeps people coming back. This church is about connections and reaching people. When preparing for this, I kept thinking about chiclets. Pastor Johnson told us one time how he took chiclets down to Peru to connect with the community. Something that on the surface seems so simple and yet has so many layers of what that connection can mean to someone. So thank you, Shepherd of the Woods, for letting me not wear a name tag for the first time, blessing me with almost 13 years of worship, and a name tag will prove it, and a desire to see where we as a church can go and who we can reach in the future. Thank you.